I am headed to Phil today, headed to my first location. It's a day in the life filling the vending machines. So hopefully this is interesting, and if you guys like it, I'll continue to do more. I fill my machines 2 days a week, on Monday and on Thursdays. I usually start my day about 8 in the morning, get into my office, and it takes me about 2 hours to pack, hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on the day and depending on the time of year, to pack for all the locations. So I basically, I mean, you can see behind me, I have gray totes. Each location has 1 to 4 totes. So depending on how many machines are at a location. So the location that I'm headed to now is my #1 producer, and they have 3 totes today. I am at my second location. I just wanted to show you guys the cart that I use. This is what the cart looks like in the totes. And so all the snacks are inside. And this placard has the location on it. So I used to write actually on the totes, but then you had to keep wiping it off and then come all the way off. So this was the best solution. Here's a quick shot of the machine. Just try to do this before anybody walks in, but this is at one of my locations. So it has a side entree unit, and then the main machine, and then this is the air vent unit. Just wanted to show the money from the first location, which is a warehouse, but they use a good amount of credit there. And then this is the second location that I just filled, and it's an office building, and actually they use a lot more cash than most office buildings. I've just put the money from the locations are just kind of in the totes. The machines that have the air vent unit on it, the sales are captured on air vent. So the cash sales and the credit card sales are captured in air vent. So I don't need to keep that separate and count it every time I take it out of the machine. All my red machines that have the air vent unit on there, I usually just put all the money in one tote because, like I said before, it's captured on the through the air vent system. The other machines don't have an air vent processor on it, so but there still is a way for me to capture the sales as well as the inventory that's in the machines. So those locations currently, I do separate the money. Headed to another office location. For some reason, it doesn't matter how much stuff they have, it takes me like 20 minutes. So I really like this location because it's really quick and the mix is really strong. And actually the location I just left is an example of how really paying attention to the product mix and getting input from the people that are using the machine in the office is really important, because this car, I don't have road rage, I just live in Atlanta. So for the longest time in the machine that we just left, they would just buy the drinks and they would buy some of the snacks, and I just couldn't really like get a good grasp on what they wanted. So, you know, I just kept swapping things in and out until I kind of got to where it is now, where they they still drink a lot of drinks, but they eat a lot more snacks than they used to eat, and then they eat evenly. And when I say they eat evenly, they eat everything. So they don't just eat 1 or 2 things until it's sold out. They eat, you know, all the options equally, it seems. So if I don't come to the location, so I come to the location twice a week, but it's never empty because they eat everything evenly. So there might be like I went today and there were a couple empty slots, but I also think that last week my numbers were off and I didn't fill it full. So, but normally that doesn't happen. Normally I go and there's like, you know, 2 or 3 bags left in a lot of the slots. So that's good, because that means that your mix is really strong and you're not missing out on any sales because the favorite product is gone. So that's really important. This location I'm going to as well, the mix is super strong, because this location used to be, until I got the mix right, a 2-day-a-week location. And now I only fill it 1 day, and I make just as much, if not more money than when I was filling it twice. Probably a little bit more money than when I was filling it twice, just because the mix is so much stronger. It does take a little while to do that, but I mean, if this is your business and you want to do well, you have to adapt, you have to be flexible, you have to make sure that the people don't get bored with what you're offering. There's every machine is slightly different, even though I have the same product, but every machine is slightly different, where you might double up on one thing, or only have, or you take something out because it's not moving, or sometimes they get tired of things. So just say, for instance, there's a Nature Valley granola bar. It's like the green granola bar. I have a location that, they would eat those up like almost every time. I would have to go and fill it all the way up, and then they just stopped eating them, to the point where I took them out of the machine, and then maybe a month later I put them back and they eat them like they're brand new. So sometimes you just have to get things to break or make people miss things, so that they'll buy. And that's how you can continue to make more money without raising your prices. I've never raised my prices. I've only raised my prices on items that are bigger than what's currently in the machine. So I had a 16.9 ounce Pepsi. The way the bottle is made, it falls out of my machines very easily. So I got a new bottle, which is a 20 ounce. Of course, that cost me more, so I have to pass on that cost. And I'm very transparent about that. I post on the machines if I'm gonna put in a product with more, that costs more money, and I'll say why. I'll inform my contact why I'm doing it, so that people don't think that you are being sneaky and just trying to raise the prices. So I've never raised the prices on anything. So I am headed to the third location, fourth machine for today, and it's a office location just like the one that I went to, so I probably won't show anything. It's not anything really different, just a different space. It's the same red machine with the air vent unit, but like I said, for whatever reason, it only takes me like 20 minutes to fill this location, and the other ones, it just seems like it takes me a lot longer than that. But anyway, so it's the end of the day, and I am back. I just rolled all the totes in here. I'm about to unpack what's left, take out the money, and then I have to put away or throw away all this stuff. So here is what came out of the red machines and the change, and then these bags have money in them from the non-red machines. So I'm gonna go ahead and count and enter it in.